Today on TimesCast, a British court grants bail to Wikileaks founder Julian Assange. The Senate backs President Obama's tax compromise.
And this proves that both parties can, in fact, work together.
And just in time for the holidays, Popcast reviews music box sets.
This is Ravi Samaya for the New York Times outside Westminster Magistrates Court in London, which was the venue for the Julian Assange bail hearing today. The judge decided that pending $315,000 of bail, Julian Assange will be free. It was a packed court number one, standing room only. There were people crammed into the witness box, people peering through windows. Assange himself appeared in the same blue suit and white shirt he appeared in last week. He gave a thumbs up to the court. The judge said that Mr. Assange will be electronically tagged and monitored. He'll have to report to police at a certain time every day, and the police will have to verify that he is in fact staying at the address he said he is staying at, which is the very large, apparently, mansion house of a friend of his, Vaughan Smith, the founder of the Frontline Club, which is a journalistic club in London. Pending an appeal, he'll be a free man. But we're just not sure currently how long the appeal will take, what form it will take, and exactly whether or not Julian Assange will be running WikiLeaks on a day-to-day basis again.
The tax bill has bipartisan backing in the Senate, but many House Democrats remain skeptical of some compromises in the bill.
Now, I'm on the Senate side of the Capitol, where something unusual for the Obama presidency is going to happen late tonight or perhaps early tomorrow. That is a bipartisan vote to pass this tax deal the president's negotiated with Republican leaders. It's unusual for the Obama presidency because the president hasn't had to negotiate bipartisan deals before because Democrats had such a strong hand in both the House and the Senate. After midterm elections, however, it's a different story. He has to negotiate with Republicans, and that's creating some turbulence within the Democratic caucus, mostly on the other side of the Capitol in the House. The tax package is likely to pass. And there are three reasons why ultimately Democrats aren't going to block this. One is they want President Obama to succeed. Second, this is the largest economic stimulus that they're likely to get, and every Democrat, including the White House, will benefit from a stronger economy. And finally, it's just relatively easy, comparatively speaking, to cut taxes, and few Democrats want to be on record opposing a broad array of tax breaks from the payroll tax to all of the Bush tax cuts, including those tax cuts for the middle class. The most interesting thing that we're going to have to watch over coming months is whether this is a one-off compromise or whether, in fact, there's the possibility for more bipartisan deals on debt reduction, on tax reform. That's going to be one of the real dramas to watch for the opening months of 2011.
In Popcast, the Times weekly music podcast, music critic Ben Ratliff picks out 2 box sets for holiday shoppers.
So it's holiday box set time out there. Ben Ratliff, tell us about the new Rolling Stones monolith that is for sale.
This I've actually been waiting for years. It's the early years of the Rolling Stones from 1964 to 1969, 13 vinyl discs, $400, and probably worth it because the first 5 are in mono. And I think you have to hear the early Rolling Stones in mono to get the point.
Time is on my side. Yes, it is.
Why? What's the point?
Their sound was so greasy and trashy, and the only way to hear it is without distractions, as directly as possible.
So mono equals trashy, stereo not trashy.
Mono equals good trashy.
Tell us about something that you discovered going through box sets.
There's a box set, just 2 discs, called To Scratch Your Heart, Early Recordings from Istanbul. It's all these Turkish musicians in the 1920s when the recording industry in Turkey was exploding.
Does it sound like the Rolling Stones at all?
Strangely, no, because somehow the recording is finer. It's much, much finer, even though it's, from 40 years before. This is for audio experts to understand, not for me, but it's a beautiful record.
Join us again tomorrow for TimesCast.